Hi, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. Today I want to swap out tools because I really like using my fountain pens and all the other kinds of pens that I have because I really like line. So I usually sort of, without thinking, just grab a pen and start making a drawing with line. So today I decided I want to use Ecoline watercolor. So like you would use ink, you can use it with a dip pen, which allows you to have these really delicate lines, and you can do a lot of hatching with it, stippling too. And if you go bolder, for example, with a bamboo pen, your line is a little bit thicker. You have a little less control over your line too. So that definitely is different from using a pen. And you can also use a brush, of course. And because this one is quite small, it's pretty good for brush lettering, and you can still use it fairly detailed. But now I'm going to bring in the big guns. I will use this big mop brush and go big. If you use a pen, whether it's a fine liner, a roller ball pen, a dip pen, it's quite likely that you don't work that big. And sometimes it's just really great to go bold, and instead of thinking about capturing the shapes perfectly with your line, you can just slap on some color on the page, and that way you do capture the shapes. So for this I am simply looking at a plant here in my studio and looking at a few of its leaves, because those leaves have interesting shapes that I can capture. And as you can see, I have very little control over my brush because it's so thick. But what I really love happening is that some of the hairs stick out a little bit and make some very thin lines, which I think is pretty exciting, and I could never even think of how to do that when I was just, making a contour drawing with my pen. This is also really great to do if you don't have much time, because with just a few strokes you are filling a whole page. And if you want to, you can add a little bit more detail. So I will use my bamboo pen and add just a few lines to indicate that shape and a little bit of a contour, but I will definitely leave those extra lines that came as a surprise with that big brush. I'll leave those to their own work, and I won't cover that up with any line. There's no need to trace the shape that you have painted. You can actually go around it, and that way you just draw again, and you describe a little bit more of the shape of, in this case, the leaf. I think this is a really fun way to shake things up a little bit in your sketchbook, and you can do this with ink or with watercolors or gouache, whatever you feel like using. And of course, for any line work, you can also use chalk markers. White could be really great on top of blue or black ink, or you can use even a Sharpie or something like that. So go ahead and experiment a little bit, go big and have fun. And I can send you an email every week when a new Draw Tip Tuesday is out, a new Draw Tip video is out. So all you need to do for that is sign up, and the link to do so is below this video. All right, I hope you have a great week. Bye.